You know, sometimes local governments assess fines against a homeowner. Maybe you or your landscaper made a mistake and didn't set the sprinkler system exactly right and watered on the wrong day. You get a fine. Maybe you drained your pool and didn't realize you need a permit to do that on a specific day and you get a fine. Or maybe it's a noise ordinance violation, or you did some work around your house and didn't realize you had to have a permit for that and you get a fine. No big deal. That kind of thing happens a lot. A lot of times homeowners dispute those and they drag on for years. What happens is the local government takes that fine and gives it to the county recorder, and it's recorded as a lien against your property. If you eventually win the dispute, then they file a lien release with the county recorder, and that lien comes off your property. If not, then at some point you have to pay that fine, and it's usually paid like when you sell the house, it comes out of your proceeds. No big deal, but the government gets their money for the fine. But for the Clark County Commissioners, and specifically for Justin Jones, that's not good enough. He's said publicly and repeatedly that he wants to get a bill in front of the Nevada legislature that will allow them to record those fines as tax debts, as tax liens. And the reason they want to do that is because that's a way to get around your protection of having your home titled in a trust, get around the protection of your Homestead Act, so that with a tax lien, they can force the sale of your property to collect their fine. Well, folks, a fine is not a tax, and it shouldn't be recorded that way. And as Clark County Recorder, if you elect me, I'll fight against that. You know, there are examples in other states of local governments doing this very thing and then selling the house, they're foreclosing on the house, forcing the sale of the house to pay a couple of $1,000s in fines, and then keeping the rest of the several $100,000 that they got from selling the house and not giving it back to the homeowner. Now that'll eventually make its way through the courts to the Supreme Court, and I believe it'll be overturned. But in the meantime, that homeowner's lost not only their home, but everything that they own because of a small little fine and a government that considers them subjects and not citizens. That's why in Clark County, you need to vote for candidates, and you should not vote for any candidate who does not publicly say that they will stand against and oppose any requirement to record city or county fines against your property as a tax lien, because fines are not taxes, and we are citizens, not subjects, and the government exists to serve us and not the other way around. I'm John Evans, candidate for Clark County Recorder, and I'd appreciate not only your vote, but you sharing this information with everyone you know and holding every candidate for Clark County government, Clark County Commission, the state legislature, and the state Senate accountable to this. Make them make a stand that they will publicly say they don't want to record fines as tax liens, because they are not the same, and we don't need a government that wants to steal our properties.